Hello, thanks for joining me again today on Dale's Workshop. Today is another honeydew day, I guess you would say. This project has just come up. It's my wife's table that she uses. When I get to the point, I'll turn it over when I get it taken apart, and I'll show you what I mean. It's got grooves in the top, and so I've got to fill those in with epoxy, sand this whole thing down, poly over that, and make it smooth, so that we can keep the food out of those grooves in the table. It makes a lot of sense, but it's a lot of work for me. I guess I better get busy. Oh, and I forgot to mention, she wants me to put casters on the legs when I get to that point. It's gonna take a little while. Ooh, those are some long screws in that table leg. Okay, see what I'm talking about? The surface is pretty rough, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of sanding on that. And all these little grooves in here, I've got to clean out, sand, and fill with epoxy, so as to make everything smooth. So, see, I got my work cut out for me. So let me see what I'm gonna do first. I'm thinking about taking a router and going in here with these grooves, V-bit, and just clean it out with that. Might be the quickest and easiest way. I'm afraid I'll screw up though. Deviate somewhere on here and make a mess. Once I decide, we'll be back. I took this little spatula, making it thin enough so I could get down in the grooves. Archie had to come by, get him a hug before we went upstairs. You see these grooves that were in the table, I've sanded them out probably about as good as I can get them. Now my plan is to put stain down in those grooves. Go ahead and stain that area. Then once that stain dries, come in behind it and put the resin in those grooves. Then when I sand the top to get it smooth in order to put the polyurethane on there, well, then stain it, get the resin and everything all smooth and everything, then stain the entire top, and then start applying my polyurethane over that. Now that's my plan. So let's see if it kind of goes that way. Well, so far so good. May work out better than I thought, because the stain is going directly into the call this thing grooves. It's working. You can see how it gets down into the groove. It does a pretty good job. I may have to go back over some of it, but I'm happy with that. Well, we want it to look good. We want it to be level in all directions. Because we don't want that epoxy to run crazy. So I think we got it. Do a lot of sanding, I think. Now bear in mind, if I'm doing this wrong, you would know, not me. This is my first time. Hey buddy. Well, there it is. It's all done. All the grooves are filled. It says I gotta give it about 24 hours to harden. So I'll leave it alone and we'll be back once this thing sets up, and we'll see what we're going to do then. You see, I was a little bit sloppy at first. Kind of got it everywhere. I'm hoping that'll sand down good. By the end, I was getting a little better, being able to contain it a little better. Only time will tell on this, and sandpaper. Well, I'm almost finished with the sanding, and the look is pretty much what I wanted. All of this right here is where the saw blades were originally. They caused those marks, and they're kind of deep, but I think we put the stain on here. These will kind of add to it. That's what I'm hoping. Now, I could sand them all down, but I don't think I need to. Anyway, we're going to leave it like this for now. I'm going to go ahead and spray it with water so I can get the grain to rise, and then sand it again. And by that time, I'll be able to put the stain on. I'm spraying, putting some water on here now, hopefully to get this grain raised. Then we'll come back and once this dries and sand it down. All right, so we'll let that dry. We'll be back. Well, now I've changed it to a 220 grit after putting the water on. That's a nice smooth finish now. Well, I think this looks pretty good. If it was just me, I might put a finish on this and just leave it like it is. But she wants a dark finish on it, so doesn't matter what I think. But now I'm trying to get all of the dust as I can off of it. And we're ready to put that stain on here. You can see it's ebony. Well, stains on. What do you think? I think it looks good. And once I get the polyurethane on there where it'll shine, and get all these other little pits and things in there that may or may not be in there. It's a little small one right here. I think the polyurethane will close all that up after 2 or 3 coats of that, maybe 4. It'll look really, really good. Now I'm gonna call her down and see if she likes it. Okay, so now that it's done, what do you think?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Seeing all the different wood grains.
Great. Yeah.
I do like it dark because the white legs will look really, really nice.
All right. Well, we'll let this dry overnight, and then I'll start on the polyurethane tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, this is what the top looks like after about 5 coats of polyurethane. It's pretty shiny. It's got a thick coat. See this right here is, these are all full. These grooves were full of epoxy. I filled all those up. And the most important thing about this is Vicky loves it. Put these casters into these legs. She wanted to be able to move around but have locks on them, so I've got all these casters mounted, just finished. So all we gotta do now is put it together and get it upstairs and start using it. I know she's gonna be excited about it. Hey guys, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, comment, tell me what you think I could have done better. Hit the notification bell, hit that like button also. This is gonna be it. This is the end of the video. I'll let you see what it looks like when it's all set up. Here it is in Miss Vicky's kitchen, as promised. And she's well pleased with it. So, and I think it matches the kitchen real well. Well, we'll see you in the next video.